Good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to this new edition of the Football Forecast Show. It's a sports program in which we analyze football from multiple perspectives, especially from an unbiased perspective where we maintain that we are unapologetically Manchester United fans. This episode, we're going to talk about Chelsea. Chelsea, they steadied the ship today. Chelsea playing against West Ham were this close to dropping points. Losing 2-0 during the first half was unthinkable at home. My wildest imagination, when I said Chelsea was going to win against West Ham, I meant it from every iota of my blood. And what happened? 2-0, first half. I was watching and screaming. West Ham played incredible football. Moyes should be applauded for such an excellent job. West Ham caught Chelsea off guard. That was ambush in broad daylight. 2-0 against West Ham at home. When Chelsea is looking for the probability or possibility to be in the top 4 and they have a game of this sort at home, and you turn around, you go to your screen, you're 2 minutes late before you turn around the screen and say, hey, 1-0. You turn around again, now it's 2-0. It almost felt as if the game was going to be like 5-0 in favor of West Ham. The way they played in the first half was magnificent. But I kept on telling myself that this Chelsea is made up of kids who have this do or die attitude. They will come back. I was still 100% positive that Chelsea was going to find a way. This experiment that Chelsea are undergoing right now, using these kids, it's amazing what these kids will turn out to be. Give them a year or two together and they'll be undefeated in Europe. It will be very difficult to beat these kids with the kind of mentality that are coming along with. From 2-0, what happens? Second half. Now Cole Palmer begins to play like Cole Palmer that we've gotten to know. Sublime football, running from everywhere on the pitch. Cucurella running as if he is crazy. Eventually, they got one. Did you watch the equalizing goal? The goal that Cucurella scored is those kind of goals that gets to define your career and defines the fate of a team. The risk that he took is the kind of risk that can end your football career. That is the heart of lion that those kids they have. And when you have that kind of heart and you bring it to show on a daily basis, you're building champions. You're building champions. That is how Chelsea managed to get the victory against West Ham. A highly spirited West Ham, leading 2-0, came back during the second half and could not find their feet. Could not find their feet. They even resorted to boxing. Todiba was sent off for a foul that had nothing to do with him, but his emotions got the best of him. And he was eliminated from the game. That gave Chelsea some leeway to just walk through and steady the ship and get that game out of the way. Chelsea is a serious contender for the top 4 position. The top 4 finishing is going to be a league of its own. And it's not going to be easy. The good thing is that all these teams they still have big games to play against themselves. Chelsea still have to play against Manchester United. Liverpool still have to play against Manchester United. Liverpool still have to play against Chelsea. So this league is still wide open. The top 4 position is still wide open. But even though you anticipate that you're playing at home or you're playing against teams that you think they are low-level teams, just get your 3 points, get it along the way, put it in your back while you wait for the opportunity to meet those teams that you think they are bigger teams so you can showcase what kind of form or what kind of heart that you have. But I believe in these kids. I believe in these kids at Chelsea. I've seen what they do, and I've seen how kids have come a long way to become champions. If they don't make it this year to the championship level, I know they're definitely going to be the top 4. They're not just in contention. They won't make it in the top 4. I don't think at the end of the day, Aston Villa will be in the top 4. That's my honest opinion. Losing at home to Brentford when you're chasing a champion. Who does that? What kind of mentality is that? Losing against Brentford at home when you're struggling to catch up with the league leaders, Arsenal. The gap between Aston Villa and Manchester United now, it's I think what, 6 points? That's 2 games, and they still have to play against Manchester United at Old Trafford. Now you can understand why I say Aston Villa will not be able to be in contention and be in that top 4 spot when push comes to shove. But I know for a fact that Chelsea is going to be amongst those that we'll be talking about from now until the end of the season, and they will find a way. They will find a way to be in that top 4 contention. You have a team that is made up of intelligent. The coach is a young coach, 40 years old, intelligent. So he's a kid by definition. And then he's working with kids that are 21, 22, 23 years old, 18 years old. And they have that heart to come back from a 2-goal down to get a victory against a team like West Ham, and you want to count them out, then you must be making a mistake. Do not count Chelsea out. They're definitely going to be in the top 4 when push comes to shove. Before the end of the season, Chelsea will find a way. They will find a way to be in the top 4. And they have the tools in place to make that happen. They have the tools in place to make that happen. Ladies and gentlemen, like I always said, this is the Football Forecast Show. Do not forget to hit that subscription button so we can continue to bring unbiased analysis of football to your doorsteps. Do not also forget to hit that notification button so whenever we drop something, it comes directly to your to any of your social media handles. That way you stay informed with the kind of news that we bring to your home. Chelsea studies the ship. Hey, we always have this question. Garnacho always looks for a way to be part of the news. Chelsea fans are even lucky he's not wearing Aston Villa t-shirt moving around with it, or taking Aston Villa t-shirt to training. But Garnacho will always be part of the conversation. The kid is so good, but his priorities are misplaced at times. I can never count him out. He can be wasteful, very, very wasteful. But his moment of brilliance is always something for the ages. His moment of brilliance is something that is difficult to put beyond or to express or to explain. But you always find that Garnacho will always make himself part of the conversation in a negative perspective. Is he worthy to put on the Chelsea jersey? Yes, he's absolutely worthy. He had a bad game, and so what? We cannot talk about a single bad game and forget about the fact that at the semi-finals against Arsenal, he was a player that came on board and made a lot of difference. We should not discount him because of a single game. I wish he could be consistent. I really wish he could be consistent. If Garnacho is consistent, there are very few players in the Premier League that will be competing with him in terms of talent and in terms of helping his team. But his inconsistency is something that we just have to accept to be part of his growing up phase. They all go through this phase. I think when Ronaldo was his age, he used to make the same mistakes. It's just that he was under a kind of manager who will shield him from all the scrutinies that we have. Today we have social media. Whatever goes wrong at the training ground, whatever goes wrong through the game, it becomes a lot of noise everywhere. But back in the days, that was not the case. So we should not fault this kid. We should give them time to mature. We should give them time to grow. Garnacho will come of age. And when he comes of age, Chelsea fans will be happy. For now, accept his inconsistencies as a way of life. But he will deliver when you need him to deliver most. He might fail you, but most of the time he will come up. He will come up with something different. So fellow Chelsea fans, do not go wild on your superstar in the making. He's a kid. He have earned the right to make mistakes as a kid. But eventually he will come through. I have too much love for Garnacho. He's a former United player. I have too much love for him. If I could have my way, I will not let him go. And now that he have gone to Chelsea. Chelsea, you got my support. And Garnacho, you have my support. I know he'll come of age. It's okay to be inconsistent when you're young, but as you grow older, he'll get to learn that those inconsistencies are not supposed to be his normal way of life. So give him time. He scored what, 2 wonderful goals against Arsenal. What makes you think that he will not score that same goal against any other opponent? So he just had a bad day in the office. We should let that slide. Chelsea fans, I wish you guys the best. I think Chelsea, you're going to make it in the top 4. Thanks for staging the ship, and then we continue to see how the championship goes. Have a blessed day ahead, and do not forget to hit that notification button. Please subscribe. Have a blessed day. Thanks.